The Boston Celtics are playing at a high level right now, and they are looking like the best team in basketball. I mean, this team has not missed a beat from last season, picking up from where they last left off. And right now, the Celtics are turning heads as they have been on an incredible run. They just extended their winning streak to 9 games in a row, and in this video we're going to be talking about them. What's going on, everyone? Luke Rosano here, back with another video. Drop a like on the video, it helps it a ton. Please subscribe to the channel for more NBA content just like this, and leave your thoughts down below. The Boston Celtics offense continued to make history in Friday night's win over a very good New Orleans Pelicans team. A 40-point first quarter for the C's included 10 made three-pointers, tying a franchise record. New Orleans did cut Boston's 19-point lead to 6 in the fourth quarter, but the Celtics held on to earn their 9th consecutive victory, 117-109, in what was a very good game. The Celtics finished the game 20 for 46 from three-point range. Derek White, who had 26 points, and Al Horford, who had 18 points, combined for 10 of them. Jaylen Brown added 3 threes of his own while tallying up 27 points to go with 10 rebounds and 7 assists, though he turned the ball over 7 times. Jason Tatum notched a double-double as well with 19 points and 10 assists. Brandon Ingram led the way for the Pelicans with 25 points and 7 assists as the Celtics were able to hold off the Pelicans as they now have a chance to get their win streak to double-digit wins when they take on the Chicago Bulls on Monday night. They should be able to win that game. But I want to go more in detail about what the Celtics were able to do to now bring their record to a league best 13-3. So I first want to talk about Derek White. He definitely had his best game as a Celtic. And for the second straight game, Derek White did put on a clinic as Marcus Smart's replacement in the starting lineup. White did it all for the Celtics on Friday night. He was at the center of the team's three-point outburst. He shot 6 for 8 from long range in the win. He had 26 points, only 3 short of his regular season career high, and he also came very close to tying his career high of 7 threes made in a game. Also, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's playmaking was on full display in this one. The Celtics dished it out 28 times for 28 assists on their 41 made field goals. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum did their part to spread the wealth. Brown had a team high 27 points and 10 rebounds, but it was his 7 assists that really stood out. And although he did struggle to take care of the ball with his 7 turnovers, he did make it up with his elite playmaking. Brown's passing has improved over the last handful of games. He had 8 assists in the win against the Nuggets and 6 against OKC before he had 7 on Friday. Let's talk about Jason Tatum. It was another rough shooting night for him, but he was able to make up for it as a great playmaker. Jason Tatum's stat line in Friday's win was nearly identical to Wednesday's game in Atlanta, as he finished this one with 19 points, with 6 of 18 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3, but did have 10 assists and 7 boards. Brown and Tatum's assist numbers not only speak volumes about their playmaking abilities, but they also show that the Celtics team has impressive depth. Now, one guy who was really rusty in his return is Malcolm Brogdon. He was only 1 of 8 from the floor. He had 4 rebounds and 4 assists, but he was very rusty on both ends in his 18 minutes. I think he's going to do just fine as he gets integrated back into the Celtics rotation, and better nights are definitely ahead of him. He's a very talented player. I said he was one of the biggest pickups for the Boston Celtics this past offseason. I mean, Brogdon, he is unbelievable. And I mean, if this guy can stay healthy, which is something that he's had a hard time doing throughout his NBA career, he's going to just continue to add to what the Celtics have been able to accomplish. And a guy like Brogdon is going to come in clutch in some nitty-gritty playoff series. Malcolm Brogdon's presence on the court when he's at full strength, you cannot undermine his importance to a basketball team. I now want to talk about Joe Mazzulla. This guy has been one of the best coaching stories in the NBA so far. So a lot of people thought the Celtics were going to fall off the bridge after the whole thing with Ime Udoka went down. And let's call it for what it is. I mean, Joe Mazzulla, he was thrown a curveball before the start of the 2022-2023 NBA season. He didn't think he was going to be in this position. The curveball was thrown to him, and he hit it out of the park. I mean, this dude has been great in his role with the Boston Celtics. He was named the Boston Celtics interim head coach in late September after the team, of course, suspended Udoka for 1 year due to violations of team policies. But the Celtics have not missed a beat under their new boss. They're out to an NBA best 13-3 record through 16 games. And ESPN's Woj recently reported that Mazzulla is definitely in line to be the Celtics' long-term head coach beyond the season. And based on what we've seen so far, it's easy to understand why. Joe Mazzulla has done wonders with this opportunity. Give him the circumstances. He is doing a great job. And I also want to say this. I've been right about the Celtics so far. I was given a lot of flack because I did pick the Celtics to finish first in the East. And I remember when I made that prediction, a lot of people were saying that the Celtics were going to fade, they were going to falter, they were going to stumble, and they weren't going to be as good as they were a season ago just because of the off-the-court antics that were going on. And I mean, so far, through 16 games, the Celtics are clearly the best team in basketball. And they're, I think, a game and a half up now on the Bucks. I think the Celtics are going to finish first. I don't see this team going through a rough patch. I think they're just going to keep winning games. They're going to keep playing at a high level. And that's actually going to bring me to my last point here of this video. I'm a Raptors fan, and I'm excited to see the Raptors take on the Celtics on December 5th. So it's actually been really long. I mean, it's crazy to think that this is going to be the Raptors and Celtics first game. Usually these guys play like twice to start the year. But I'm really looking forward to this game because this is going to be the ultimate measuring stick for the Toronto Raptors. Going up against the best team in the NBA right now in the Celtics, it's really going to show me where the Raptors are at with their development, where the Raptors are at for the season. And you better believe that's going to be a tough game for the Celtics because anytime the Celtics and Raptors do battle, it is must-see television. It is my favorite rivalry. Every time these two teams meet up, it is big-time feelings, and I really want to see how the Raptors are going to look in that game against the Celtics. The Raptors are going to be at home in that spot, and hopefully at that time, Siakam's healthier, and the Raptors as a whole are healthier, and we can really see how the Raps stack up against the team to beat right now in the East. Let's call it for what it is. The Celtics are the team to beat in the East. They made it out of the Eastern Conference last season. I know the Bucks don't have Middleton, and they've been winning a ton of games, but I still do have the Celtics as the team to beat in the East as of now. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, just wanted to talk about the Boston Celtics. I mean, anytime a team wins 9 games, I feel like you got to talk about it as a basketball fan. So we'll see if they can keep it going. They got their next game against the Bulls. Let's see if they can extend the winning streak to 10 games. And that is it. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more NBA content just like this. This is Luca Rosano signing off. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.